Do you endlessly suffer from repetitive negative thoughts that, keep you in the loop? Or do you suffer from low emotionally traumatic states? Or you're suffering your physical deliberating pain? You want to end all the suffering? Then watch this video. Buddha said it rightly. The root of suffering is attachment, you know. But suffering is part of the human evolution. It is part of growth. Suffering, either, you learn from suffering, evolve and expand. You need to change your thoughts and perception around suffering. It's good to tackle suffering and look at it as a teacher when you know what the root cause of suffering is. The good news is we are the creator of our suffering. The bad news is we are the creator of our suffering. Suffering is caused by attachment to impermanence. We need to understand that life is cyclical. There is birth and then there is death. That's the universal law. Uh, the the more easily you can accept this fact is the more easily you will realize that you don't need to be attached to things, situations, and people. Even if you look at yourself in terms of your emotional states, your thoughts running into your head, everything comes and goes, everything is temporary, everything revolves around and, has an impermanent nature. So the best part is to let go of attachment. It's easier said than done, but the more you can work towards releasing your attachment towards people, situations, and understanding the cyclic of life and death, kind of start to cut the layers bit by bit and feel liberated and at peace with yourself. Another root cause of suffering could be clinging to your identity. You could be a CEO of a big firm, you call yourself a CEO, you're competent enough, and if anyone challenges you on that title, you feel threatened. But years down the line, you will not be the CEO. You would lose that respect. That's just a label that you have. It could be anything. You might label yourself or identify yourself as being a lazy person, not good enough. These are again labels, or you think, you're very fit, physically fit, strong. Others might feel, no, you're not. I mean, anything that challenges your identity, you feel threatened with it, and that causes you suffering. Let's now look at another point. You listen to others than to, listen to yourself. Lao Tzu, the famous philosopher, had said that one who knows others is wise, but one who knows oneself is an enlightened human being. So you could either play into the story what other people tell you are what you can do or what you can achieve, or you do and plan your actions and live your life the way you think you need to be. So aligning yourself to your self-worth that you know about yourself will always make you happy than buying into other people's story. This is a big one. I mean, you can either choose to live your life out of fear or of love. These are the two strongest emotions you know, human uh, in human life. So if you're choosing to live from fear, you will never ever live to your full potential, and you'll be rather hiding from life and not, living it and confronting it fully. But if you choose to live from a feeling of love, you get the passion, you get the courage, and you want to get out, and live life and chew it to its fullest potential. The other thing is we always tend to live in the past or always uncertain and anxious about the future. It's going to happen, but the past is a memory. I mean, you can relive the memory if you really enjoy it, but not in terms of, being attached to it. Be present, be more in the now, have your energies more focused in the now. Have aspirations about the future, but don't get too anxious and entangled in the whole process and living in the future and what you're going to do tomorrow, what is the next big best thing that's going to come. Instead, be in the now, enjoy the present moment, be thankful and grateful for the present moment because that's a sum of all your past behavior and actions. And if it's something which is good, then you need to tap yourself at the back for it. Another thing is we play the victim card. I mean, we always blame circumstances, situations, people, anything outside of, ourselves, responsible for our conditions and our life. But it's high time we, kind of empower ourselves and take actions and live our life the way we want to live and create the beautiful picture that we want to create. So stop being a victim. So understand what suffering actually is instead of numbing away the suffering with, you know, chemicals and intoxications. Rather get to the root cause of the suffering. It's a great teacher and learn to evolve from it. Understand what is the root cause of that suffering, what is the lesson that needs to be learned. Change your thoughts and perception about yourself and transform yourself. This is Amit Bhatani, transformation coach, taking small steps towards big transformation. Wishing you all the best always.